Tinnitus or ringing of the ears. You obviously have a history of a lot of wild rock and roll adventures. Now, this is something that is very commonly known as coming from listening to too much loud music and loud sounds, right? But there are so many different things that can actually be causing this. And so ultimately, it comes down to figuring out why you're experiencing this. And there's a whole list of these things you can look up online. We're not going to go into all of them today. But there's so many different ones that once you know what it is, you can be more specific in how you go about then addressing it. As I said, loud music is often the cause, but it can be even things that you wouldn't even consider as having to do with the ears. It can be related to hormones. It can be, earwax buildup. That's obviously related to the ears, but a lot of people don't even think about that as a possible cause here. It could be because of anemia. It could be because you don't have enough iron in your body. It could be because of TMJ. There's a lot of weird things that can contribute to this. So doing kind of an analysis and kind of going down the list of possible things and checking off, okay, this is something I'm dealing with, this is something I'm dealing with. And then you maybe start working on addressing those specific things. One of these possible things that's actually quite common is that the ringing in the ears is associated with blood vessel disorders. If this is the case, one of the things that can be very helpful is supplementing with ginkgo biloba. And you want to take this 3 times a day for at least 2 months. And this can start to increase blood circulation to the head and the neck and be really helpful. Another possible cause is that it can be related to certain medications that you're taking. So look at the medications you're taking and see if this is a possible side effect of them. And look back at your history and see, I started taking this medication 2 years ago, and funnily enough, about a month later, I started having ringing in my ears. Stress is another factor. Stress naturally makes about 0 health conditions better, but when you remove it, so many things get better. The reason here is actually evolutionary. Stress changes the way that your brain reacts to noise. If you imagine if you're in a very high stress environment, in the old days, it meant there's a threat of imminent violence on a frequent basis. And so when you are in this state of arousal and stress, your body is listening extra carefully for every possible little noise. So basically the volume is turned up at all times because you need to be aware of every possible threat. Now it's, probably in your life, there's nothing that's about to jump out and try to kill you or eat you. But if you have high levels of chronic stress, your body is always thinking that is the case and reacting as such. One other thing definitely worth consideration is craniosacral therapy to try to take some of the pressure off of the auditory nerves. So there's various tools available here, and ultimately the best tools for you are going to depend on what causes are coming together to bring this up in your life. So hopefully you get those figured out and can be hearing beautiful silence very soon.